Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Hypergamous Journey. My name is Denise. At this channel, I discuss my dating experiences, relationship experiences, in hopes of helping women who are 50 and older find a hypergamy or hypergamous man to date and marry. Keep in mind, I haven't arrived. I'm on this journey with you. So today, this thought occurred to me this morning as I dressed and prepared for work, and I wanted to do this one video before I left for work. So I was getting dressed in my, as we all do, we shower in the morning and we're in our birthday suits, our God-given birthday suits. And I thought, I've taken care of myself. I'm not ashamed to be in my birthday suit in front of my fiance. And I'm not afraid to be in my birthday suit. And then that got me to thinking about, I don't have a fiance, by the way, my future fiance. So I wouldn't be afraid to be in my birthday suit in front of him. And I'm 61. I said, I'm not a spring chicken, but I'm not embarrassed either. So that got me to thinking about relationships and dating. And it also got me thinking about the economics term of supply and demand. And we know, at a very basic level, in high school, I think we learn about economics and supply and demand. And then we go to college. If we study business or economics, we learn about the basics of supply and demand. And then, we study it deeply if that becomes our major in college, and people get PhDs in economics and supply and demand. And, that's at your very basic level. So anyway, it got me thinking about supply and demand and in regards to intimate relations and how women we have more power and control than we think. And so I was thinking about I wrote some notes here in my journal. Never let your fate decide never let your fear decide your fate. Never let your fear decide your fate. And I keep talking about my journals because when I read the cover, and it's just line pages on the inside. It's freestyle writing for anything you want to do. But when I read the cover, each time I open it, it reminds me of this. I read this affirmation and I'm reminded, don't be governed. Don't be ruled by my fear. Side note. So that ties into the supply and demand thing regarding dating. Okay, so I feel this way. Women have the power, women have the control. And if you don't feel like you have the power and control, don't feel bad. I felt that way, and women feel that way. That's why we have an oversupply of SX. It's an oversupply of XX, SX, and the demand and the need for men is lower than the oversupply. So there's not enough men to go around to fill the need of the oversupply. So women are oversupplying SEX to men so that they feel there's really no need to commit. Of course, if he's looking for a relationship, the oversupply, he will partake in the oversupply, but he will commit and propose to the woman who's not participating in the oversupply. I had a troll tell me, he was in love with his first love in high school. That's where he met her and blah, blah, blah. And she did him wrong. And I don't respond to trolls. As soon as they show up, I delete them, block them. It's like, we're not having this over here because this channel isn't even for you. So what are you like commenting for? And I'm an old woman. So why are you even over here talking about anything? I said, well, at least he's not, calling you an old hag or you're old and washed up like some of them do. And that's okay because they just talking about their mamas. They not talking about me. So anyway, so women, we are oversupplying men with SX. We're oversupplying it. And as a result, the man's need and demand can't match it. So they're just going from one woman to the next, or, rotationally dating and participating in intimate relations with the oversupply. And the women who are not participating in the oversupply, there are the ones that are using their intimate relations to vet, to rule out men who do not want to commit. So we can take back the power and stop participating in the oversupply of SX. Now, women will say, well, I have a need just like men, and I don't want to be, self-pleasuring, and I want companionship. Well, you'll get it, but how long will it last? And then you're off to the races trying to find the next one. And it feeds into desperation. So let me know in the comments what you think about my analogy of supply and demand regarding SX, men, and commitment. So yeah, I just think that there's an oversupply of SX. There's just not enough men and times they can do it to meet the oversupply. And so when there's an oversupply of anything, the value of it goes down. Any time there's an oversupply of a product, a service, the value of it goes down. Then you bring in quality, right? So then you bring in quality. We all know that there's a slew of different kinds of purses, from the designer purses, handbags and purses. I'm talking about women's handbags and purses, to the and designer handbags and purses, and there's a middle line of handbags and purses. I don't know, Michael Kors, Kate Spade, Coach. They don't cost as much as designer handbags, Chanel, and whatever else. That's hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's out of my league. So, and then there's the low line like Nine West and no name brands and things of that nature. And so quality comes into oversupply as well. And so then you have quality that has its own supply and demand. And the qualities are similar depending on where you are in ranking, your age, and a lot of demographics, and it's nuanced, right? So in there's supply and demand as well. So it escapes me, some examples of that, but I think you get the picture of what I'm saying. The people who have the supply and demand in the quality section, the quality products, craftsmanship, how well sewn together it is, the quality of the fabric, the age of the product, the color of the product, the style of the handbag, the style. So, quality of the fabric, is it leather or canvas? The craftsmanship, are the seams matching? Are the stripes and plaids matching up, or are they off? What else? The hardware on the bag. Will it tarnish, or will it just get a nice rich patina like I think Coach uses brass? And so will it, be dull brass, or will it just get a nice patina that can be easily cleaned up? How long will the bag last? You get the point. So to me, that's what SX is. It's the supply and demand. And where we are today is that there's an oversupply of SX, and the quality is smaller than the supply. So what can make you quality is keeping your legs closed, finding out what your standards are, and making sure that the men who have access to you, your time, attention, your body, are worth it. And we don't know that right away. It takes time. And focusing really on yourself and on your mindset. So that's all I have to say. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.